Oh, gee, did I leave this thing turned on again all night? God, I'm getting forgetful. G'day all, welcome back to Built by Chris. In this episode, I make the pen for my 1000 subscriber winner, Wanda. And here it is. I went all out for this one, Wanda. You're going to love it. There it is. It's a grenade pen with camouflage inlay. You click it like that to open it, and you pull a little pin here to close it. Isn't it fantastic? I know it's exactly what you're after, and I took a lot of pleasure in making it for you. The grenade pen. And it comes in a little rifle case too. Just kidding. I haven't made your pen yet, Wanda, but I'm about to. I'm going through my stock of wood here to pick which one will best suit your pen. The wood I'm going to be using is called camphor laurel, or as they call it in the scientific game, Cinnamomum camphora. Camphor laurel is a lot easier. It's a really, really nice timber. It's got a lovely camphor smell to it. It reminds me a lot of Vicks Vapor Rub. Very nice. Out of the my stock, I've picked these three. What I look for is the grain running through it this way, because I know the grain will sharp once I turn a lot of this away. So now, out of these three, I'm just wondering which one I'm going to grab. And I think I was right the first time with this one here. So there it is there, camphor laurel. Now, camphor laurel in Australia is it's classified a noxious weed. And I don't know why, because it's such a beautiful timber. You can only get it only grows in the southern part of Queensland and northern part of New South Wales, and they can't get rid of the bloody thing. But they cut it down and sell it to us because it's a really, really beautiful timber. You're going to love it, Wanda, once I finish with this one. So let me get on with this and start the process of making your pen. Okay, the first part of this is I've got to cut the blank to the right size, to the tube. Now that's the tube that goes inside, that all the parts of the pen fit into. And I've got to cut this to this size. Now I've made myself this little jig. There's a little video out for this one. All I do is I put the tube in here, lock it down, and I put that piece in there like that, and that'll cut it to the size. So let me do that. Oh, I wish you could smell the smell coming off this. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so this is cut it now, and it's given me about 1.5 mils either side. I don't know what that is in imperial, but about 1.5 mils either side, which is the correct size. So now I've got to take it over to the drill press and drill a hole out in the middle of this so I can insert that tube. So let's go do that. Okay, next thing I've got to do is mark a centre for this. And I've got this little centre finding jig. There we go. Now I'll put it into my little jig that holds it. There's the tube and the drill bit that suits this tube. So let's drill this. There we go. Holes drilled all the way through. So now all I've got to do is glue this into there. So let's go do that. Okay. The good thing about some of these tubes is they come pre-scuffed. Now the reason we scuff them is so that the super glue's got something to hold on to when we put it in the tube, in the blank. So the glue I'm using, it's just a CA, a cyanoacrylate, and it's a medium. So all I've got to do is just coat this tube and then insert. I've got what they call an insertion tool. Here we go. Beautiful. And there it is, that's inserted. Now I'm using sacrificial board here because I don't want to get super glue all over my nice new bench. So now all I do is wait a couple of minutes for that to dry properly, and then I'll take it back over to the drill press and trim the ends so that they're flush with the tube, and then it's over to the lathe. Right, what I've done now is I've put in a milling kit, and it's going to trim off this this blank to the tube. And there we go. Now what I've got to do is I've got to be very careful that I don't trim past this copper tube, otherwise it makes the pen shorter and sometimes the parts won't fit. But I've done this one perfectly. So let's head over to the lathe. Now each of these pens comes with its own set of bushings. And as you can see, I've got quite a few bushings here because I've turned quite a few different pens now. The one I'm after is the Phoenix Rising bushings, which is this one here. So let me just open that up. Get them out. Now all these bushings, this is all they are. Now this smaller part fits into the tube. Like so. And this bigger part here tells me what I've got to turn down to. So I can't go past this diameter here. And there's, you get two of them and they fit in either end. There we go. Nice tight fit. So now that goes onto the lathe. Right, here I am at the lathe. Now I've got my blank with my bushings in there. So that just slides onto there like so. It's a pen mandrel, and then I just slide my tailstock up to it. Lock that down, and tighten it up so it's nice and tight in there, so it's not going to move. There we go. Move this up. It's got to come up just a little bit. There we go, it's about the middle, got about the middle. Lock that down, lock that down, lock that down, everything's locked. Let's start turning. There we go, it's got some nice figure through it. And I tell you, if you could just smell the aroma that's coming off this, it is incredible. Okay, got a little bit more to do, so let's get on with it. That is looking sensational and very smooth. Alright, time to put away the tools, and we'll get out the sandpaper now, do a little bit of sanding. So I'll start off with 150 grit. I'll take this out the way because I don't need it anymore. There we go. Now, like I said, I started with the 150 grit. Now you probably won't be able to see them, but there's little lines now. There's lines that the sandpaper have left through here that go this way. So I'm just going to keep going down till I get to the 600 grit, and then I'm going to go with the grain just to polish it up a little bit further. So let me go now to 240. Okay, now that's as smooth, literally as a baby's bum. Now, I'm just going to go with the grain, just to take a few more of those sandpaper marks out. And there we go, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. Now I'm just going to set up for the next step, and that's putting the super glue on it, the super glue finish. But I've got to change these bushings out now for the plastic ones, because the last thing I want is for this to stick to this, so I can't get it off. So bear with me, people, and I'll get that underway. Now I've got to give it a little bit of time to cure properly. I'm going to give it 3 coats. Then I'm going to give it a polish, or a little bit of a sand, just to get any rough spots down, any high, low spots, and then I'll add another 3 coats to it, and then I'll start the polishing process. Right, all the coats of super glue are on there. I'm now going to start the polishing process, and for that I'm using these. They start from about 1500 and go up to 12,000. So let's start polishing it. Okay, it's starting to get a bit of a luster here, a nice shine. All the bumps are nearly gone. Just got to keep going. Alright, I'm going to swap all this out now for the buffing wheels, and we'll take it from there. Okay, buffing wheel is on. All I need to do is charge it up with some buffing compound. And away we go. Well, if you could see how this has turned out. Beautiful. Okay, that is done. Not sure if you can pick up the shine on this, but it is shiny. Alright, over to the press we go. Finish off the pen. Right, here I am at the pen press, the final stage of this pen build now. I've got everything put together here. First thing I've got to do is press this tail assembly in there, but I've got to line it up, make sure that the tail lines up with the bird. There we go, with the phoenix. So let's do that. And I want the pen to go this way. Here we go. Okay, stick that into the press. Make sure everything's lined up. And carefully press it home. There we go, that's in. There, see that? That's lining up nicely. Just there, I hope you can see that. Okay, now this part here. And there it is. Let's move that out the way. And there's the pen. Fits beautifully, everything's nice and flush. Mechanism works beautifully, it's a twist pen. So you hold this part and twist this bit, it goes in and out. So there it is. Phoenix Rising pen, one Phoenix Rising pen. Hope you get many years of use out of this. If you ever need to change the ink if it runs out, all you do is just pull it apart from the front. There we go. It's a nice tight fit. All right, so just got to pull it apart. Unscrew this bit at the end here. Take the spring off. This is a Parker refill. Put the new one in and screw this back on. There we go, make sure it comes in and out nicely, which it does. And then press it back home. There we go. Perfect. There you have it. I hope you like that. There it is there. Put it in a nice case. And this pen is going off to Wanda. Well, there you have it. There's Wanda's pen. Took me a little while to turn. I wanted to make sure it was nice. It's got a nice glossy finish. Now the wood again, camphor laurel. In case anybody asks you, and it's a Phoenix Rising pen. It's got a nice jewel at the top here. It's got a jewel in the tail. It's called antique bronze, I believe. I believe it's the antique bronze colour. I'll tell you exactly. Antique brass. There you go. It's antique brass is the colour, and I think the camphor laurel just complements it nicely. I hope you get a lot of years of good use out of this pen, Wanda. Hope you really enjoy it, and congratulations again on being the winner. Now I'm going to package this up and send it off to you, so it'll be on its way to you. Okay, I'm going to end this video here now, and if you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.